at the opener of the 2012 Subaru National Road Series Mersey Valley Tour.
2, 1, go.
With a field of 50 women over 3 stages, starting with a time trial and 2 road stages.
An undulating out and back course from the village of Forth would be a solid warm-up for the riders in the elite and under-19 divisions. Punctuated by 2 short, sharp climbs, it would be a great course for the all-rounders. Kelsey Robson of Suzuki Trek took an early claim on the hot seat in the under-19 category with a time of 22 minutes 34, until Georgia Baker set the mark of 22 minutes 15, which wouldn't be beaten. The elite category was a battle to the end, with rider after rider taking the hot seat. Zoe Waters from Pensar Hawk Racing was the first to strike with a time of 23 minutes 38. It was then Rebecca Wyasak of Suzuki Trek who bettered Waters' time by an incredible 40 seconds. Jayco Apollo VIS rider Lisa Jacobs was the final rider on the course, but she missed the mark set by Wyasak by just 3 seconds. The weather set in for stage 2, making the hilly 58-kilometre trek from Forth to Moena all the more tough. The first climb of the day would also be the toughest, a short but gruelling 12% gradient, but it would give way to rolling terrain and a finish 550 vertical metres above the start. Despite the steep grades, the group stayed together, but with the legs warmed up, the attacks started in earnest. The pairing of Alison Rice and Emily Roper escaped from the bunch, their advantage only ever out to 100 metres as the peloton reacted to chase down their aggressors. Kayla Salopek the next on the go, but the teams of Suzuki Trek and Pensar Hawk worked to bring her back. As the road headed ever skyward, a select group of 5 riders formed at the front, quickly dropping the peloton in the final kilometres. 5 became 2 as under-19 rider Alison Rice drove a blistering pace up the climb, with Holden Cycling's Miranda Griffiths following her every move. In the final kilometre, Griffiths attacked, soloing all the way to the line to take a great win ahead of Lisa Jacobs, while Rice was first in the under-19s. Griffiths thankful for the hard work of her team.
Climbing's my strength, so the plan was for the team to look after me up until that last climb and hopefully deliver me at the front for the descent, and then it was up to me to see how legs were for the climb. Luckily I was feeling good and yeah, we took the win.
I was a little bit disappointed with my time trial this morning, so I really wanted to come out and give today a good crack, sort of show what I'm capable of. I think I'm climbing quite well at the moment, so to come out with a second in the elite and first under 19 is definitely what I wanted to do.
After the second stage, the general classification was led by Lisa Jacobs with a 7-second advantage over Griffiths.
We're not quite sure what the weather's going to do during the race. It might start raining once we get out there, but it's going to make the descents a lot more technical and probably give a chance for those with better handling skills to maybe make a move and stay away.
Stage 3 would see no let-up in the tough conditions, and while the 80-kilometre course was littered with plenty of climbs, the riders were relieved that the big bergs of yesterday were behind them. But they would need to attack a set of 3 short 10% grades on 2 occasions as they approached the town of Sheffield. On the first descent, the peloton was reduced to 18 riders, and on the following descent, Ellen Skerritt established a gap and continued on with the job. She rapidly established a lead of over 1 minute to the bunch, while Amy Bradley of Total Rush was the only rider to give chase. Having spent over 20 kilometres off the front, Skerritt's daring move ended with 10 kilometres to go. It was then a battle of the GC contenders as Miranda Griffiths attacked and Lisa Jacobs stayed firmly glued to her wheel. In the final, Jacobs jumped with 200 metres to go, with Griffiths unable to match her sprint taking the stage and sealing her overall victory in the Tour of the Mersey Valley.
To be honest, it's a big surprise. I wasn't expecting to have that kind of form coming in. It's a huge surprise. But I had a really good team, and we had a plan that we executed pretty well, and I think that's what got us over the line, just the teamwork.
It was first race of the season, lots of new teams, new names, didn't really know what to expect, but yeah, I'm really happy with the tour.
The opener of the Subaru National Road Series has been won and run by Lisa Jacobs. Next up will be Battle on the Border. See you then.